Who love the art when Nicki have to dancehall? Put some fire up on the screen there. Put some fire up on the screen. You better she be the queen. Cause the queen now the queen work. And be a bad mind and war, me see her go on. Nicki look like fair art cleaner to dancehall more than anybody. If you want Nicki in a dancehall, put some fire up on the clad screen.
Blessed day, my viewers and my subscribers. Before me jump into the topics, may I beg you to hit that like button. It will be greatly appreciated. Now, the topics coming up in this video. Foota hype wants Nicki Minaj to take over dancehall and claims that Spice is performing as a queen. Veteran artist Mr. Lex addressed Stonebwoy and Sean Paul remarks about reggae originated in Africa. Skatta reacts to Flipper Mafia being released from prison early. Woman breaks down after wanted man boxer Shah was conned up by officers. And Nicki Minaj reacts to being posted on the Jamaica Star page. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Foota hype. As my people, now I see Foota hype go live today. And I see him say some things. Some of the things them, you know, I agree with, but some of them I not agree with. And what I'm going to be talking about in this video, I definitely not agree with him. You understand? Foota hype actually said that Nicki Minaj should take over dancehall and she should actually be the new queen of dancehall because Spice not do what she's supposed to do. You understand? Now when me hear Foota hype talk, I really wonder if him serious or what. I mean, even say somebody left a comment at this Foota hype or say, oh, him bad mind. And he is also a part of the problem in a Jamaica, the division and them thing. They understand what I say? Because you want somebody to forward in our country and take over dancehall and them thing there. When in fact, you not really show support to the real queen, which is obviously Spice and stuff like that. But when I go back and look, I don't see the comments, so I don't know if a Foota delete it or if the person who made the post delete it and stuff like that. Here's what I'm saying, my people. So let's get into this video. Only can tell me anything about Foota hype say if you not agree with him. Say Nicki Minaj should now be the queen of dancehall because according to him, should do something when a producer, no dancehall artist, no do one, nobody not do. And according to Foota, she invest more in a dancehall than the people them who actually originated from dancehall. You understand what I'm saying, my people? So I could get into this video right now. Listen this.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get crowned in your own world. Sometimes you have to go dominate and take over people's place. Come take over your son, mama. Come over here, come like how you DJ too. To me, your DJ better than your rap to, you know. And that me don't want to let you know, mama. To all your DJ, me like it. Me like it. So here we go on. All who say Nicki if you come run a piece of dancehall, put some fire up on the screen there. All who say Nicki if you come run a piece of dancehall, put some fire up on the screen there. All who love the art when Nicki have to dancehall, put some fire up on the screen there. Put some fire up on the screen. You better she be the queen. Cause the queen now the queen work. And be a bad mind and war, me see her go on. Nicki look like fair art cleaner to dancehall more than anybody. If you want Nicki in a dancehall, put some fire up on the bomber clad screen. That me a deal it. All who want Nicki Minaj to branch off in a being a dancehall artist, put some fire up on the screen. That me a deal it. Queen up to do queen things. Empower the little artists them, empower the little one them. Look up Pampute never get a big look like this. Big up Pampute, big up Lisa Mercy. Blood clot, put fire emoji. Just say Nicki become invest in a dancehall and put her foot in the game. Light up the blood screen. Cause I'm going like a me attack no. If Nicki can understand say, me go do a dancehall song and me not put nothing shaky in it. That means she'll lead by example. She'll lead by example. And her heart blood clean, me see it. And she full of strategy. She come like a good fight to her in a ghetto. She's smart. See it there? Pay fire emoji on the screen. So, let me ask you now our next question. Because a couple questions well me have to ask today now. I got to ask you now a very important question now. I ask you now a very important question now. You know, say, in order for Nicki dominate dancehall, there are certain things that she have to go do. Right? Remember, ladies, sir, did have to do certain things within dancehall to dominate as the queen, right? Spice did have to do certain things before she started calling herself the queen, right? So, if Nicki I come bad up over dancehall earlier, so certain things she have to do. When I say certain things, what I mean? I mean, Nicki have to go do this thing. Nicki have to come on the most hardcore platform and dominate it. She have to dominate Sting and then she dominates Sumfest. But Sting is the first thing she have to dominate. The most hardcore show in a Jamaica. She have to do that. Some would have really, what do you think, people? Would have want Nicki come as Sting and just DJ and see if she can angle the hardcore Jamaican crowd there. Cause to me, the way how Nicki a DJ like she come to take over this blood out here. Swear, no joke. People, if you don't listen Nicki a DJ, Nicki look like she come to take over this thing here. So she have to just take it over and done. Some would have liked to see Nicki come dominate thing where the hardcore, madded, gunman, stall seller, man sell bag juice. She can do some fest after, you know, where the rich bougie people them can go and who have their money. But Muda want she do thing with the rugrats of Jamaica and see if she can angle that. Because remember Nicki a bad girl from Queen, she like the badness. That's why she likes Skeng so much. Because Skeng badness raw. Skeng head hot. Skeng look like him brain make out a grabber. Him head hot. And that she like.
So after listening to that, more I want to tell me in the comment section if you not agree or not with what Foota hype say. For me personally, I'm telling you say I not agree with that. You know, I see a lot of persons that talk about say, yo, Spice Figgy Pampute collab and you know Spice Foota this, Spice Foota that and them things. Look how much years Spice did say she come out and ask Lady Safia collab and she never get it. You understand? Sometimes you just have to work hard. And even Pampute did an Instagram live and say she not really rely upon collab with Spice for get her to where she needs to be because she knows she a bad artist. Pampute one of the artists them will believe in herself to the max and me have to give her credit for that. You understand what I say, my people? But if me for ask a question about the DJs them, the selector them, Zine, how much of them did a support Pampute and a play her song them? How much of them go suburbs and you know promote her song them and play it in a dance and them thing there? Why them would have to wait for a collab for actually start push the woman music. The woman music, they're all over YouTube, they're all over the platforms them where them supposed to be. You understand? The major platforms them. So it's not like you can't get her song them and them thing there. So it definitely mess up for them to wait for collab and them thing they for start play the woman music. You understand what I mean, some people, and that's just my personal opinion. Now as it relates to Nicki Minaj being the queen of dancehall and taking over dancehall and them thing there, that not gonna happen. You understand what I say? That not gonna happen. We love Nicki Minaj and all of that, but Foota, you really feel like say the Jamaican people am go okay with somebody on the outside, even though you say you know a queen or whatever, now for come from that country for represent and rate it, but you know Spice, you know she do her thing. The woman work hard for the what she's supposed to do. You see me? So we have to still support her and thing. You see it? But that's just my personal opinion, people. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. It's romance, my people. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is veteran artist Mr. Lex speaking on the Stone Boy and Sean Paul argument as it relates to reggae music coming from Africa. And boy, people, it coming like Stone Boy open up a can of worms because from him talk about reggae music come from Africa. It's like every other day me hear somebody else talk about it. The last time I talk about it, it was when Queen Africa did a video saying that reggae music was originated in Jamaica and thing, you see me? So we'll get to where Mr. Lex have to say about this now, and only can tell me if you not agree in the comment section. You see me, people? So it say, We created reggae, said dancehall artist Mr. Lex. Dancehall star Mr. Lex disagrees with the recent statements made by Ghanaian artist Stonebwoy, who claimed that reggae music belongs to Africa and that it doesn't belong to any Caribbean society from its core. The reason why I think he said it is because from day one, we were taught that we come from Africa. So in his mind, he can think that he is allowed to feel that way, but it doesn't mean he is correct. The Full 100 DJ recently told Ramona Samuels on Rhythm FM Real Rock, yes, some Jamaicans have ancestry in Africa, but we took what we had from where we were in our little corner and created what we have. So it's kind of unfair for him to say that. Lex comments come from after Sean Paul rushed to the defense of Stonebwoy, who made statements during an interview with the Nigerian publication The Cable Lifestyle. Sean Paul in an Instagram live session last week had blamed the media for misrepresenting Stonebwoy, but said the comments were not wrong because reggae uses African drums in its beats and African sound is what we use to build our music. In response, Queen Ifrica took to Instagram to school Stonebwoy and Sean Paul on the origins of the genre. According to Mr. Lex, if Africans were to claim reggae, it would be akin to Jamaicans claiming hip-hop. See him, Stonebwoy, I look at the bigger picture of things. Our genre of music inspired our other genres. Rap music and other genres came from what we created in our corner. The music that he is doing come from what we created around the side here. But the Americans did what they did with it and made it into hip-hop. Jamaicans don't claim hip-hop, he said. So despite the fact that some Jamaicans, not all he said, are of African ancestry, we took what we had and created our genre of music. We created reggae. Lex, who said he enjoys Stonebwoy music, offered one reason why the singer may have said what he said. You see, this is what fame does to us, cause him are one of the biggest from that side. When you get that big, you tend to feel untouchable. Lex said, this is why I have remained humble. It is important to understand oneself and just be humble. But when you get that big, you tend to feel untouchable and just say things. Reggae music originated in Jamaica in the late 1960s. Its roots can be traced back to the inception of the Jamaican recording industry in the late 1940s and 1950s. Regarded as a pioneer, Toots Hibbert, who passed away on September the 11th, was credited for officially coining the world reggae. His band Toots and the Maytals' 1968 single Do the Reggae was the first ever to use the term, which officially gave the genre an identification before it was introduced to the rest of the globe. So yes, my people, it seems like Sean Paul is the only person who agree with Stonebwoy that reggae come from Africa. Everybody else where I see forward out and assess certain things, from Foota Hype, from Mr. Lex now, Queen Ifrica, every single body say, yo, at Jamaica it originated, and me feel that way as well. I don't feel like it invented the African. I don't want people to talk about we come from Africa, so everything come from Africa and blah, 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 and try to talk about Africa, this and that. I don't depend that. Anyway, people, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So now we're going to talk about producer Skatta reacting to Flipper Mafia being released early from prison and thing. As my people, of course, you know a whole heap of people being reacting to it, and you know it's definitely a good look. So anyway, Skatta reposted a video with Flipper Mafia. I think in the video, he must show off like him diploma or something like that. I think that him did a show off while he was incarcerated. Seeing people. So, Skatta as me say, him post that, and in the caption, him say, to every person behind bars, here's an example that your life doesn't stop there. Jamaican government locking up criminals without proper rehabilitation, infrastructure in place does not solve the country's crime problem. I know systems are in place to aid those who want to elevate, but correct me if I'm wrong, cause it doesn't seem to be working. Salute Flipper Mafia, you've been a real youth from Waterhouse young days. Upward movement same way from. You see, it's a Skatta basically I said the government need to put in some better infrastructure to ensure so when the man them go to prison, them forward out a better person, you know, the mindset and all of them things they change, because some of them go in and you know, them come out back the same person, they may not go back again, and it's just a cycle. You understand what I mean, some people? So I understand what Skatta say, but I don't know, you see me? Anyway, people, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So the next thing we're going to talk about is a girl, Nicki Minaj, reacting to being on the front page of the Jamaica Star. Yes, my people, and there was an article that was posted on the Jamaica Star, and the article was about Nicki Minaj saying that Skeng is the future of dancehall, which you don't know, and everybody agree with that because me see somebody say, boy, if Skeng are the future, that mean dancehall get F. That's what me see somebody say. But of course, you know, say me rate Skeng, and I feel like he's very talented and he's unique, him style different, and you understand what I say, the youth bad, so me have to give him props and thing. But it seemed like Nicki Minaj, you know, she's 100% a Skeng fan, and you don't know, it seemed like she have put out her all as it relates to promoting him and just making the world know how much she love him and thing. Anyway, people, so she repost that way as up on the screen now. Basically, you can see it, Nicki Minaj up on the front page and thing, and you don't know from what they will say Nicki Minaj just in the Jamaican space, everything that is like the, where we would have repost Missy Nicki Minaj. Me also share repost the guy name I think a Derek him name, Derek Morgan, something like so. One brother will always go on some weird ways over upon Pinkwall. All him Missy Nicki Minaj a repost over upon her status. So it seemed like Nicki Minaj turned full blown Jamaican. I don't know people, but you don't know, she basically a react to being on the front page of the Jamaica Star and thing. Anyway, people, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So now we're going to talk about a woman who is now speaking out and actually crying out after one of her friends was taken out by some officers. You understand what I say? And the man who me talk about is a brother named Rodolph Boxer Shah. You can see him photo up on the screen, right? And of course, I know that him did actually escape police custody from the Kingston Central Police lockup and thing, right, people? So they end up finding him at I think it's like a guest house or something like so. I don't know how them know where him there, but they end up finding him and they end up calling him up and take him out. You see it? But the woman I reveal say he's not as bad as how they make him out for be. So I'm going to get into the story right now. And only can tell more anything about this in the comment section. You see me? So the story is saying, Boxer Shah feared for his life. Woman claims that the man was set up by the system. Her voice crackled several times and then she broke into tears. The reality of losing her close friend, Rodolph Boxer Shah, was too much for Jane to accept. She said that while the 30-year-old was no angel, he was never the man that the officers made him out to be. In fact, she said that politicians from both sides of the fence were associated with him. I remember one time a certain person tell him for watch him friends them because them never like him. Politicians from both sides used to their own him enough. She claimed. The police described Shah as a long-time staple on the most wanted list in the division of St. Catherine North and St. Catherine South. He was charged with 2 counts of MURDER, 2 counts of wounded with intent, illegal possession of a strap and ammo, and absconding bail. At the time of escaping custody, he was awaiting his next court date on October the 12th. Rodolph was taken out by operative from the Jamaica Constabulary Force Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch at a guest house off Mullines Road in St. Andrew on Saturday, 2 days after he escaped from the police custody at the Kingston Central lockup. I am not going out to stay here tonight and pretty up things to say he was an angel, but Shah helped a lot of youths. A tearful Jane told the Star via telephone yesterday. I saw him take off his slippers and give to a little youth who did not have it. I saw his mother bring barrel of food and he shared out all of the food that none was left back in the house, she said. Jane said that she spoke to Shah via telephone after he escaped custody. She said that he felt that he was unfairly set up by the state and was not convinced that he would get a fair trial. Jane too is convinced that he was set up, insisting that he did not do the things that he has been accused of. Although Shah's name becomes synonymous with a number of takeouts in Jamaica and certain incidents in Clarendon, Jane maintained that the rumors were orchestrated. It started from a policeman who never liked Boxer went ahead and blamed him for the passing of his mother, who was taken out by some man in early 2020. She said that the MURDER was theorized as a reprisal to the passing of Shah's friend, who was taken out weeks earlier in January, allegedly by the policeman. She claimed that her friend was not involved in the incident as he was not living in Clarendon at the time, largely because he was in fear for his life. Believing that he was marked for DEATH, Jane said Shah had no choice but to flee the country. He absconded bail and went to the Cayman Islands, but he was caught and deported to Jamaica in July. Even the charge that they brought him back far from Cayman, Shah wasn't in the island when that incident happened, and I have proof of that. Pictures, voice notes, everything. Shah was never here, and they charge him for those. Why you think he escaped from Central? Shah escaped from Central because they isolate him in the maximum security area for a month, and he was in fear for his life for the next court date, said Jane. While law enforcement officials labeled Shah as a dangerous man, Jane said she did not see those characteristics in him. She said, however, that he made some bad decision that eventually cost him his life. If him did just listen to his mom, then maybe what happened wouldn't happen, or maybe what they put his name on wouldn't happen. When he went away to live in Mandeville and we told him not to come back to Longville, if him did listen from then, maybe him would be in a better place today, she said. Jane said that her last conversation with Shah took place several minutes before he was taken out during an alleged confrontation which led to his passing. He sent me a couple texts to show his swollen foot because when he was escaping from the cell, he said he had to jump over the barbed wire fencing at the back of the station, but he fell hard and dislocated the bone in his right ankle. He told me that he was getting rest because the doctors gave him medication for the injury, she said. So yes, my people, and obviously the woman named Jane, so I know such a name, them just put in a name there for make for just have the person have a name. Yes, my people, but I don't know. You can't tell me anything about this, yeah, man. You know, I see some people are cuss her and say, boy, woman, you know, one of the reasons why, you know, certain things, you know, them just basically are cuss her people. You see me? Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. You see my people, and thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bless upon yourself until I drop the next video. I'm out.